The paradoxical era between the years 1968 and 1980 saw the leadership of three conservative presidents: Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, and Jimmy Carter. Though publicly appearing staunchly conservative, Richard Nixon implemented a variety of social reforms and advancements during the first 3 years of his presidency. Nixon used floating coalitions, meaning that he gained the support of both moderate and liberal Democrats and Republicans to ensure the reforms he favored were passed. During his first term, Nixon enacted reforms such as the Supplementary Security Income Program, major revisions in the Food Stamps Program, Title 20, which was the first time the government funded social services for those near or under the poverty line, the addition of a family planning program to the Public Health Act, development of affirmative action policies, and the establishment of the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, otherwise known as OSHA. In his second term, Nixon enacted the Comprehensive Employment and Training Act, the Community Development Block Grant Program, and the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 and the Child Abuse Prevention Act of 1973. In terms of civil rights, Nixon pushed policies that desegregated Southern schools, included women in affirmative action orders, and implemented policies that increased employment for minority groups. Under President Ford, the Education for All Handicapped Children Act of 1975 was enacted, which granted funds to schools so that children with disabilities could be integrated into regular classes. Carter came into the presidency with a poor economy and did not focus much on domestic legislation. During the paradoxical era, we also saw the emergence of the women's movement, which sought to advocate for job discrimination, reform on state laws on rape, development of funds for battered women's shelters, resources for child care, maternal and paternal leaves for pregnant women and parents of newborns, equal pay, child support, increased training and assistance for displaced homemakers, equal rights amendments, promotion of hiring women in the face of discrimination, the contest of court rulings that threatened affirmative action, and the banning of sexual harassment in the workplace. Overall, the paradoxical era experienced conservative leadership with liberal reforms and an uprising of minority groups.